Oh man, hey there guys, hope you've been doing well. Sorry I haven't been posting much, work has been kicking my ass. But let's take a look at this banner, shall we, and just see. I'm sure you all know what characters are in here and what I'm excited about. But it's crazy to think that this was nearly, a year and a half ago? We didn't know who these characters were, and now here they are. Here's Edelgard, for instances.
I value this experience. In my future, a massive battle awaits.
And thank God, she sounds amazing, her art looks great, and based on what I'm seeing with this kit, oh boy, we have a bit to go over. So, Edelgard is coming to you as an infantry axe unit, and with this also happens to have Victorious Axe, which is her axe, of course. It accelerates special trigger cooldown, but also has the effect, if I'm reading this correctly, where as long as she has more enemy units around her than ally units, she will have a guaranteed follow-up attack within 2 spaces on that regard. Not only that, but what I'm seeing with the rest of the kit, Edelgard seems to be a bit of a loner. So, Luna, special skill, okay. Attack defense solo 3 though, yeah, additional attack and defense plus 6 as long as she's by her lonesome. So, yay, that's during combat, even better. Then of course we also have Dull Clothes 3 as her B skill, which, it's a debatable B skill for me, but should be quite handy, at least in that regard. We'd have to see her stats to give it a better idea. Still, decent enough B skill. Then we also have Rouse, Attack, and Defense 3, and this just further cements herself as being that solo artist, because as long as she has no allies that are adjacent to her, you could be a little bit creative with that, I'm sure, you'll get an additional Attack and Defense plus 6 during combat. By the looks of it, it seems that Edelgard might be more of a defensive unit, more used during enemy phases than anything else here, at least from what I can tell. So, seems like a lot of fun, though.
No matter the reason, it is evil to kill. I cannot forget that so easily.
Oh my goodness, well, that line is very odd considering the whole happenstance there. Anyways, alright, Dimitri does have his own weapon as well. Good for him. That, of course, comes in Noble Lance, and, oh boy, alright. So, Noble Lance, at least from what I can tell, gives him that plus 3 attack, but also, as long as the enemy unit is matching him in, HP status, either fully healed or injured, as long as they're both matching that status when he goes to attack, he will make a guaranteed follow-up attack. So, if they're both at 100% HP, good! Dimitri gets a follow-up attack. If they're both at, injured status underneath 100%, well, it seems that he also gets a follow-up attack. At least, if that is what I am reading this correctly. And boy howdy, is reading some of this difficult sometimes. Anyways, Death Blow 4, just to add a little bit more on the nose to make Dimitri a lovely boy that a lot of people will probably use him and not kill him for any reason, I'm sure. Not only that, but also a very odd B skill. But can I just say, really nice usage out of the skill, at least, Vengeance. Yeah, good stuff. Anyways, lull, attack, and defense 3. Now, what this does is that it inflicts attack and defense minus 3 on foe during combat, but it also neutralizes foes' bonuses to attack and defense from skills like Fortifies and Rallies. So therefore, this is like a closed, a close or a distant dulling skill in a sense. So therefore, as long as these units happen to have a bonus to attack or defense and they go in there, it's gone. As well as also debuffing their attack and defense during combat. Very interesting B skill. I'm not gonna say much else out of that, mostly because dull skills are fun, and I'm kind of wondering how that's going to, how people are going to react to that one. Let's just say that. Alright, the Schemer. Yeah, sure, buddy, sure. Alright, so, we have another lull skill in this one, that is Speed and Defense 3, so, yay, we get to neutralize those effects, as well as also having to debuff them a little bit there. Still very odd of a B skill. Should be fun to try out, though. So, anyways, we also have Cunning Bow, which is, well, I like to call it, a bow with a little bit of math equations to it, so grants him an additional plus 3 speed, gives him the, flying foe advantage as well. But also, what his bow does is that as long as the maximum amount of debuffs and buffs is greater than 10 in total when it comes to numerical value, it will inflict attack, speed, defense, and res minus 4. I guess 5 is what I was going to say. Attack, speed, defense, res minus 5 on foe during combat. So therefore, the example they give there is that if, Claude has plus 5 to his stats, the foe has negative 5 to his stats, that equals 10. The additional minus 5 to all stats is going to go through. Yes, that's right, folks. It's math time in Fire Emblem Heroes. Yay, my favorite. We also happen to have Defense Smoke, which I guess is something that's really nice to have, too. Very, very interesting skill set. I'm going to see how far Cunning Bow is going to go with that advantage. We'll have to test that one out. Oh my god. I love his animations, at least. Oh.
I will protect all that I hold dear.
I don't know why, but her pants always get to me. Like, I don't understand it, like, just looking over it. But anyways, Female Byleth is coming. We also know that Male Byleth is around here somewhere. And, okay, well, this is a new thing entirely. So, Creator Sword. Oh boy. So, this has the slaying weapon effect, the additional cooldown charge, but it also has during combat, disables foes' skills that guaranteed follow-up attacks, as well as prevent units' follow-up attack, and neutralizes skills that grant special cooldown charge plus X to foe, or inflict special cooldown minus X on unit. So, oh my goodness, this one disables a lot of guaranteed follow-up attacks and stops certain skills like Wary Fighter, I'm sure. And, also, happens to have the additional effect of stopping things like Flashing Blade and Heavy Blade, as well as, by the looks of it, Guard? At least from what I can tell, so... Oh my god. That is definitely a really hyped up sword. I'm really debating how far that's gonna go, but... Oh my goodness, that's definitely a great benefit to someone like this. Obviously, Byleth here got a lot of attention. We also have Ruptured Sky, which boosts damage by 20% of foe's attack. If in combat against a dragon foe or a beast foe, boosts damage by 40% instead of 20. So therefore, Byleth also gets to murder people. Hooray, but murders beast units and dragons a little bit more so. Even more hooray. Add into the fact that we also have Fury 4 on Byleth. Oh my god. Attack, speed, defense, and res plus 4 during combat. But, of course, takes a little bit of damage afterwards. 8, in fact. But that doesn't matter, because she also has Wrath built in. Of course she does. So, if she happens to get hit down by her Fury, she's going to probably go into Wrath range and have a lot more fun with you guys. Definitely a lot more fun. Especially since Ruptured Sky apparently is going to have, what, 1 charge in this? Oh, goodness gracious me. Then we also have Even Attack Wave 3, just to add a little bit more damage there. Why not? Byleth definitely needs it. This is ridiculous. Oh my god.
Let the lesson begin.
Well, Ruptured Sky didn't look as amazing as I thought it was going to. That's kind of a bit of a bummer, but oh well. We have a bunch of characters here, and while it does not show it, guys, and while she is not available on this list here, there is a new GHB coming for you guys, and that will include, I may butcher her name here, Kronya? In case you didn't know, that's the character that you're seeing now on the right, and we're going to have to wait and see what that is going to be. It looked like she was wielding knives, at least from what I saw, so maybe she'll be a throwing dagger unit. Either way. What do you guys think of this new banner? Did you enjoy it? Obviously, there is one character above all else that I think a lot of people are going to be going for, and I'm kind of hoping that they will not mess with the male variant of this. I'm kind of hoping that maybe if you do buy, 3 houses, you get a very nice build like that. Obviously, red is where it's going to be with a lot of people. That is a very extensive skill set with a lot of really great skills. And a new special as well, so, why not? Creator's Blade. From there, I would most likely, for me at least, and I can't talk right now, I'm very sorry, but for me, I'm most likely going to go with Edelgard next, and then probably move over to Claude, and then from there, Dimitri. Nothing against Dimitri, I love him. It's just that when it comes to skill sets, I'm really interested in the bow, and the axe, and everything else in this whole list, but, Do tell me in the comments what you thought about this banner, guys. For now, though, folks, I will catch you all later. I'm really excited. Expect more Three Houses content this week. A lot more going on. Man. Catch you nerds later.